Good morning, everybody. So what we're going to do is we're going to continue on with what I am calling your summer assignment. And this is the third one. If you remember, hopefully you've been doing the other ones. The first one was to practice mindfulness, which is kind of a stress management technique. Okay, you know about it. Second one was do some cardio. Make sure that you're getting your heart and lungs in shape, maintaining that fitness. Today, I want to focus on stretching, and yes, it's some yoga, but yoga is not the end-all, be-all answer. The important thing is you just try to stretch, okay? It's a great habit to do for the rest of your life, okay? It'll limit injuries. It'll make you more prone to go ahead and be able to stretch and maneuver a little bit more in life, okay? But I want to, before we get started on the different poses, and I just picked, I think I have 10 there, and I don't think there's any magic to the poses you pick. The magic is stretching. Okay, just like reading a specific book isn't quite the answer, reading is the answer. Okay, got the analogy? Okay, but I was thinking about something that's kind of universal for how to improve. And here's what I've come up with. Number one, here's the secret. Just do it. Get started. Okay, that's the important thing. The hardest thing to do is to really get your body moving. Okay, whatever you're trying to accomplish, just get moving on it. Second thing is practice it frequently. What we're going to do today is stretching, and unless you go ahead and practice this pretty frequently, 3 or 4 times a week, you're not going to see a whole lot of improvement. Same thing with basketball, same thing with almost anything that you try to do. Knitting, sewing, shooting a basketball, whatever it might be, practice it, you'll get better. Third thing is stretch yourself. Don't be comfortable with the same old, same old. Go ahead and try to expand yourself. Go beyond your limits. We've talked about in class going to that rating of perceived exertion, which was about 70 to 80%, which is slight discomfort, not pain, but discomfort. Fourth thing, be kind to yourself. Some days you just don't have it. Some days you just don't feel like it. Be kind to yourself. Either relax the routine, do a little bit less, or maybe put it off till tomorrow. I think that's okay to do. Okay, and the fifth one is don't try to be perfect. Think about growth mindset. Think about keep trying, keep failing, yes, keep failing, and then keep improving. Okay? Okay, with that said, okay, we only have about 6-7 minutes. I'm going to quickly go through some of these poses. Again, they're not magic. Just do something that you like, okay? The yoga exercises are wonderful because they have a great way to move your body, okay? And if you do a whole number of them, you're getting most of the muscles. Okay, so let's start with the mountain pose. Breathe in and out. Breathe in. Okay, let's go down and go as far as we can. Try to touch your toes. For me right now, it's my ankles. As I breathe out, I can go a little bit further. Breathe in. As you breathe out, go a little further. Breathe in. Go out a little further. So each time I breathe out, I'm going down a little bit further. Okay? Warriors. Okay, I love the warriors because it just stretches so many different muscles and you hardly have to think about it. So get into that lunge position. Okay, and we start off with the one that is straight ahead. I'm not even sure if they call this 1, 2, 3, or 4. I don't think it matters. Hold it, and you're stretching your hips here. Okay, then we go to the second one. Okay? And what you try to do is you have your knee to cover your toe so you don't see your toe. Your back foot is about a 45. Okay, from here, I put my elbow on my knee, stretch the opposite side. And then reach up. And then Quickly go to the other side. Hands up in the air. Hips pointing straight. And go to 2. I think this is 2. Elbow on the knee. And then reach up. Okay, great. Feeling better? Okay, let's do a tree pose. Work on a little bit of balance. Okay, see if you can hold it for 15 seconds or more. And then the other leg. I'm in a little bit of a hurry because I want to complete this whole thing within 10 minutes for your movement break, but you can stretch this out a lot longer. Frankly, you do it longer, it really makes you feel good. Okay. I like to call the Superman pose. I'm not sure what it is called. See if you can balance like this. And then the other side. See if you can get your leg up a little higher. If you need to hold on to something, do that. Okay. Okay, so let's do some on the ground. I like to do the butterfly. I'm going to take my shoes off. Hope you can see me in the video. Feet together and hold your toes and easily wave your wings. Okay, just stay here for 15-20 seconds, a little more if you'd like. Okay, the next one I really love. It's for these hip flexors. Put your foot on your knee, stretch your knee out. You're really stretching these hip flexors here. Excellent, and then go back to the other leg. Okay, great. All right, so I know we're rushing through it, but I don't want you to rush through it. What I'd really like you to do is establish a little pattern yourself. Excuse me, so you don't even have to think about it. Maybe it's 5 exercises, maybe it's a little bit more, but you move quickly through it, or maybe slowly through it, but you know the routine. It's almost like it's mindless, and you just do it. Okay, get in a downward facing dog. This is really great for your Achilles stretch. Bunch of other exercises you can do from the downward facing dog, but if you get into this, you'll discover that. And the last one, which is the best one, we'll hold this for just a little bit, is the child's pose. Sit back on your knees, on your ankles rather, head to the floor, hands back, kind of touching your toes. And just relax. Okay, I'm going to cut it short because again, I want to do this before we get to 10 minutes. But you can extend it, especially the child's pose. That feels just so good to do that. So make sure you're adding the stretching into your routine. Tomorrow we'll finish with what I think is going to be the 4th and final ingredient to a really good workout, good fitness. Great job.